Of all three of the starter decks. This is the Amber Amethyst versus the Emerald Ruby starter decks. This will be the last deck I have to play. This will be the last deck the wife has to play. And yeah, let's get this thing started. You want to start the roll? Do a high roll. 8. 9.
Ooh, the first roll you won.
I will go first. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright. I'm excited to play this one. So what we got here? Yeah, I'll keep.
Let me look and see what I got going.
In case anybody wants to see the opening hand here.
Yeah, we didn't do that with the last game.
No, we didn't. That's alright. Maybe if we do like more of this, that will be like every starting game will show the opening hands or something. I don't know.
It's a bad hand. Don't look at the camera.
I'm looking away.
I have no clue if they can see it. It's a bad hand, but I've not mulliganed yet, so... You want to play?
Yep. Dinglehopper into ink. Stitch new dog. Pass.
Playing my man against me.
I am. I'm playing the boy.
Okay. Oh, draw.
Yeah.
Don't want to forget that again. Okay. How do I want to go about this?
I'm going to go about it all wrong.
Yeah, that's what it feels like. Well, ugh. I hate this. I hate this. I absolutely hate this. Oop. Scar, Fiery Usurper.
Good morning, good morning. What's up, everybody? What's up, Darius, Pigeon, Lotus? How's everybody's morning going? Don't have the... I don't know what the deal is. Like, why... I got to pull my computer out of its little hidey hole. What's up? Good morning, Zach. And see what the deal is with this USB port. Why it's not working properly. So I can get my ring light back at some point. Yes, I need to take a look at that. Regardless, we are playing some Ponza. Some green, red Ponza. A little bit different take. This is a deck submitted by Zach Gleason. Thank you, Zach. There's a link in the description down below to his Moxville page that this deck is on. So what are we doing? Well, we're Ponza. We're not letting our opponents have fun by destroying their lands. We have 4 Slagwood Bridges. Let's pull this up first. This is what I want. We have 4 Slagwood Bridges as our indestructible land we can hit with Cleansing Wildfire, although we're not always Cleansing Wildfiring our lands. 6 forests, 6 mountains. Then we are cracking the earth. We have each player sacrifices a permanent. We are raising as additional cost to cast the spell, sacrifice land, destroy target land. We have Elvish Mystic to ramp with. We have a Kiki Blizzard Herder, which I think is just really cool. You might want to add more lands. Like the other said, there's not much lands. Add with Raz and a Kiki and you'll fall behind, but it's up to you. We'll try it at least once as is, and then we'll make changes. But I was going to get to that in a minute. A Kiki Blizzard Herder, which I think is really cool, that when a Kiki Blizzard Herder dies, each player sacrifices a land. 2 Cleansing Wildfires, 4 Elvish Visionaries. When enters battlefield, draw a card. Harvest Worm. This card is really interesting. When Harvest Worm enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless you return a basic land card from your graveyard to your hand. So you can pick up your cards that you sacrifice with Crack the Earth and Raz, a Kiki Blizzard Herder, even Wildfire if need be. You can pick up with Harvest Worm, which I think is pretty interesting. We also have 4 copies of Stone Rain, destroy target land. 2 copies of Turf Wound, which I think is really cool. Instant speed, target player can't play lands this turn, draw a card. So that's pretty cool. Looks sweet. I love the synergies here. Yeah, some of the synergies are really cool. 2 pillages, destroy target land, it can't be regenerated. 2 layways, destroy target land, cycle 2. 3 boarding parties, 4 generous ints with 4 cycling, and 3 annoyed Altasaurs is what we got going on. We have 16 lands. Chat, Pigeon, Zach, everybody's talking about this. We are sacrificing our own lands with a low land count. We have only 16 lands. We're aware of this. This is something that was brought up in Discord. We are aware of this being a thing, and when I first took a look at the list, I thought the same thing. Was like, I don't know if we're gonna have enough lands for like things like Crack the Earth, Raise, and a Kiki Blizzard Herder, but we're gonna try and see what happens and just see how it gets there. There's Mana Dorks, but seems risky. I like it though. Yeah, there are Mana Dorks, but it does seem risky. So we're gonna just see. We're just gonna see. We're gonna play a game. We can adjust from there. Sideboard wise, we have 2 in the festivities for board wipers, 4 red elemental blasts for the blue matchups, 2 Castinifiers, and 40 glamours where they need to be, and 3 relics to clean up graveyards. That's what we got going on. I'm a little bit curious to see how well this runs. And a glamour could come in later. My meta has a lot of serpent decks, so that's why I went with relic. I get it. Yeah, I mean, they were here, I guess. I guess I was misreading that. You could probably just mainboard glamours at this point. But yeah, let's get into some games, see how they run, see how it runs. Like I said, 16 lands is a little sketch. We do have mana ramp dorks. We do have what's his face? The worm that picks up our lands, and we do have, you know, that one card. My own buddy's only Q. We do have the generous int to cycle as well, so it's not like we're like totally like, you know, we're low on lands, put it that way. I would like to go first. I'm going to keep this because we do have the generous int. It's risky, though. All right, they were not wanting to play. Match 1 win. I would like to go first. All right, this looks like a better hand. I'm going to keep this. It's kind of just an old school, like, we're not really ramping, but we have like an old school Ponza. I can turn this off now. Infect, maybe? I'm going to assume Infect. Which, if that's the case, I don't think it matters. See, the thing with Ponza that I think makes it work really well is the fact you can ramp into it. Yeah, it's Infect. You can ramp into it really early. You know, it's like one of those things. It's not really like what the case is here. Like, you're not really like ramping into the early land destruction. You're kind of relying on raise and stuff, which is cool, but it does make me a little bit nervous here. Is Embiggen yet in here? We have to play a creature this turn or we just lose. Yeah, has Embiggen been released yet in Magic Online? Is that a card I need to look out for? I got a feeling we're gonna be way too slow. I meant to set a stop there. I was going to turf wound them. I didn't have a stop set on their upkeep. So note to self, all right, you need to set a upkeep stop. Okay, let's, in the festivities, cast into, no, not a glamour, cast into fire. Is this list about to be, is, is a, is a list about to be this spicy? It is going to be pretty spicy. Bring these in. I'm actually going to, I like raise. I don't like raise as much here as just like straight up land destruction. Oh, my bad, allowed. Crack the earth is okay because we can make them sack a creature. The blizzard herder's fine. Yeah, most everything else I'm kind of okay with. There's a slight argument for deglamour, but I don't think it's a very strong one. I also like crack. Versus infect, keep them off green sources. They need to pump and protect their creatures. Yeah, I know. That's what I want to try to do. So what we're going to try to do. I'm going to keep this. Lead with Elvish Mystic. I guess we could just, we don't really have like a ton going on, so I guess we could just lead with Slagwood Bridges. Slagwood's Bridge. So we could end the festivities if need be. I wish in the festivities, I guess we played on our turn, they can't. Yeah, that's fine. It doesn't need to be instant, I guess. Seal of Strength. Don't forget to like gentlemen. Yeah, like the stream. Tom, what's up? If you're playing Bridge, are you playing Cleansing Wildfire? I missed the deck intro. Yeah, we have 2 copies of Cleansing Wildfire in the deck. Blizzard Herder? Okay. That's pretty cute. This is game 2. It's match 1, game 2. We lost I think it was turn 3. Turn 3 or turn 4. I can't remember. Crack the Earth is not that exciting because they just get rid of a seal and we lose one of our things. We could Elvish Mystic and cycle the Generosent, which I think I'm more of a fan of. There's a good chance I don't play this deck right. I mean, it's a very good chance, right? Okay. There goes the Ichor Claw Mirror. Let's force cycle. I wish I had another red source. Okay, so they get rid of that now. Yeah, us not having another red source is kind of bad. I can't fetch for a double. That's why, Pascal. There's not a double in here. It's only the Slagwood Bridges and then basics. Okay, change your question then. I don't know. My guess is probably doesn't want a ton of tap stuff coming in. This annoyed Ultisaur's just dead in hand. Like, we're never going to cast it. To be honest, this is why I can't. Combining Wildfire and Cyclers feels like you need to pick on one strat and keep it. Oh, I think we're going to make some changes after this match. It doesn't matter. I mean, this game's over, so I don't think there's anything we can do. We don't have much of a way to, like... I'm just going to scoop. All right, let's work on this deck. We need land. We need land. I'm going to add in 2 of these. I'm fine with Cleansing Wildfire being a 2 of because we can Slagwood Bridge. But I don't like Elvish Visionary, and I'm going to tell you why. It's because we have access to a card called Eccentric Farmer. So Elvish Visionary is going to go. This version seems slower than regular Ponza, so having too many dual lands is an issue. But if you're trying to be different from the Ponza list, I would play 4 Cleansing Wildfire and no Cyclers. Well, yeah, we could. I'm just trying to think here. I definitely think we want the Eccentric Farmer if we're going to be sacking our own lands. It just does the same thing Harvest Worm does, basically. Just for 1 more mana. Jeskai plays both, should be fine. My thing with Generous Hint is it's a good top-end card, but at the same time, like, you can cycle it, because we're going to be low on our own resources, so I don't mind cycling it. Like, I don't mind Generous Hint. Excuse me. I just wonder if, like, Elvish Mystic's not worth it. I'm going to get rid of Lay Waste. I'm going to bring in 2 Acid Moss. Acid Moss, I think, is just better card. It allows us to keep up on resources, too. You know? I'm just looking here. I'm going to cut 1 Ultisaur out. I'm have to just cut him out in general. Like, I just don't know how we get there with Ultisaur. You know what I mean? But we don't really have, like, other good beats that much, so I want to keep at least 2 of them. Sorry, I'm just thinking. Let's try this. Let's try this, see what happens. Mulligan? Yikes. Oh, fuck's sake. All right, so 1, 2. If you aren't on Arbor Sprawl, I find it hard to play Altasaur, but you added Moss in, so maybe it ramps you enough. I don't know. I don't know if it does or not. We're going to try it. Ooh. My time to shine. What's up, Pigeon? Oh, I see. You're doing the same thing we are. I don't care. I'm going to be annoying. I'm more of this forest. Be funny if that was our one lander. Damn. They're the better version than us. I should have held this land. I'm playing this really badly. God damn. Can they just draw every land in their entire deck? We can't. I guess we drew. I guess we're drawing lands, right? I guess this is the thing, right? Like, how do we hold up against the mirror? Probably not very well. Jeezy Pete's. I didn't think they played that many lands. Cycling the Troll. Avenging Hunter, sure. The fact you can retrieve lands from the graveyard is huge against them, though. Yeah, I don't think it matters that much. Like this is trying to do what is it Turf Wound decks are trying to do, but not as well. I don't know. Turf Wound is the first time I've ever seen the card was with this list, so I don't know. Come on, Mike. Just for anybody interested, I will be doing on Twitch tomorrow the cataloging movie stream that I do. So anybody interested in that, that is a thing that will be happening. Okay, that sounds cool, Moose. Alright, we can't beat this. Oh, big fan of Sulfurata. Oh, I think I know what that list is now. Alright, man, I don't know. I just don't feel super duper confident. But let's start playing better first. Let's start playing better first. Do I have buddies only on? What's up, Bull? Yep, that's what I thought. It is buddies only. I was like, hey, that's not what that needs to be. Just to also let everybody know, take your time playing. I know, right? Just to let everybody know that in case you're interested. Oh shit! All right, Lotus, what are you playing? The Pioneer video is going to be up this weekend. That video is the video where I took a Pioneer Challenger deck through a large tournament. That will be up this Saturday at 10:30 a.m. somewhere around there. The Yikes. I'm gonna keep this, but I'm not feeling like super duper good about it. Mountain Go. Yep, into Swifty. Why did you jump in here just to play Burn? Get out of here, you rascal. Probably would have been better to cycle Generosent there to get a red source. Yeah, this is not going well. We're a Ponza deck that's not destroyed one land yet in this matchup against Burn. I don't think this is going to go very well. Lava Dart. He's helping you actually hold against Burn. The deck is ready. Yeah. Yeah, we're not holding against Burn. Okay. We don't have anything for the matchup, so just run it back. Hey. This looks like it might do something. No T1 Swifty? Don't do it, Lotus. Ha ha ha. We basically won. He didn't turn one Swifty. It's game over from there. We'll go Blizzard Hoarder into Harvest Worm. If not, we'll just play Stone Rain. No reason to attack, just keep blocks. I'll cycle with Generosent. Why do you ever draw another land? You know? Why do you have to do that? No attacks is interesting. Let's go get a forest. We have 0 way to gain life, though, which is the problem. So we need top deck like another Stone Rain or Pillage of some kind. Might have turned him off land. Let's get a raise. Not good for me. Well, I have no life gain. Okay, it's in the Discord. I'll check it out after the stream, Moose. Just to let you guys know, too, I'm going to be hard out at noon. I got to run to the post office. What are you thinking about for life gain? Some kind of landfall? Probably just weather the storm. Yeah, probably just weather. Boarding party, let's go. Oh, we're doing the thing. I like this Kiki Blizzard Herder a lot, though, honestly. Like, there's definitely an idea here. I just don't know what our payoffs are at the top, you know? Maybe something we need to go into Jund with. Damn. Those are all cards we wanted to draw. No, I don't. No. I mean, Avenging Hunter is good, but I just don't like the idea of Avenging Hunter. I don't like the idea of having to fight to keep the... Alright. Let's take a look at this. I hate the card, so 100% agree. I don't hate the card. I just don't like... I'm not a fan of like fighting to defend Monarch and in the initiative. That's my personal policy. What does this thing do again? Yeah, probably not better than Eccentric Farmer. Game 2 was better because you weren't sacrificing your own lands. Yeah, I kind of wonder if like it's what I'm like trying to figure out. I think we go out the Altasaurs. We need to find like some kind of other way to win the game, and I just don't know what that way is necessarily. So big dudes and Pulse. Pulse and Marassa could be a good sideboard choice. I don't know why this thing is just not like Why is this thing just not like, there it goes. Like, why is this thing just not working? I thought the shrine could be interesting, just because we can pick lands back up out of our graveyard with it. Or creatures. Not Pulse and Marassa, though. If you're going the sacrifice route, you have to cut the curve down and get payoff on sacrifice like Goblin Blast Runner or Gixian Infiltrator. Yeah, I know. We need like something like that. We did like Blood Aspirant. That way we stay in the Gruul colors. Exact food to crack. Yeah, Pulse and Marassa, there's just 6 and it's instant speed. So I kind of like it a little bit better. I wonder if we don't even need a mana. I don't think we need a mana dork. Honestly. You know what I mean? I really don't feel like we need a mana dork. Let's try this. Can run Nature's Lure. I don't know what that one is. What is Nature's Lure? Search your library for first card put in the battlefield and shuffle. Yeah, that's not bad. Also, I want to do this because this will make Magic freak out. I don't know. How many times are we going to open a hand with no land? Excuse me. Aspirant doesn't fit the goblin on crack theme. Why doesn't it? It's literally just like Gixian Infiltrator. Keep. We'll bottom one of these crack the earths. Because it isn't a gobbo. Why does it have to be a gobbo? Oh, I get what you're saying. You're talking about thematically, like... No, never mind. I get what you're saying. Do we need a better name? Play land destruction, mtgo. Oh, you hate lands? There you go. Good, sir. Right. Burn then Fey, what a day. Exactly. Gruul crack. The crack that smiles back. Gruul. Seems like a regular old Wednesday, right? Like better than gobs on crack. Should be able to pull that off. And comes in Ninja. No? Oh, I hate spell setter spray so much. Yeah, I figured he was spell stuttering. Probably should have just played tap lane in Stone Rain. I'm kind of checked out today. Like, no lie. I'm a little checked out. We're going to cycle this Generous Int here. Mm. Uploaded a Boros Bully with 4 main deck Pyroblast. I think it's a great commentary on the meta. Yeah, no shit. This spell setter rejectly overpowered for Pauper. Never thought about it, but I don't think it's overpowered, but I fucking hate the card. Like, I don't think it's overpowered by any means, but it is very fucking irritating. I just hate counter magic though, so that's more what it is than it has to do with spell setter sprite. I just really don't like counter magic. Personally. Not by itself with overpower with Snap. Snap I think is bullshit. Snap is a free bounce like what? Yeah. Yeah, Snap's annoying. Okay, so note to self, you crack the earth, you need to tap land beforehand. It's not free of you and tap bounce lands. They counter on a body with flying that you can build around. Seems kind of strong. It's very strong, but I don't think it's overpowered. Let's not make things personal, Mick. How am I making things personal? The top end is too high, CMC, if you're sacrificing your own lands. We've already changed that out. Absolutely strong, but you can bolt it to get around the counter. Yeah, you can. Hate Ephemerate, Snap, and Counter Magic. Dude, I play FAMs. Then I hate you! I'm kidding. I just find you disgusting. It's true in Sun instead of Sun a lot, but yeah, I see the point. Can Electricity for a wipeout with SSS on stack? There's a lot of ways to deal with the right colors. I mean, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's a very strong card, but I don't think it's overpowered. Like, I don't think Spell Stutter Sprite is like a ban-worthy card or like an unhealthy card for the format. It's just obnoxious, right? Where Ephemerate, I actually think is a problem card, even though it's not much of a problem right now. But it can be a problem card. That's the difference. What's up, Benson? Oh, there, your thumbnail. What about it? Oh, your thumbnail brought me here? Right on. What's up, Benson? Well, welcome to the show. You mean play draw pass? Just kidding, of course, by no means. A deck to sleep on, exactly. Great choice. Yeah, I don't know. It's like we're having conflicting problems with this build of the deck. I'm just playing into this pretty much. I don't think this game's any good. 4 Faithless Looting, 4 Beb doesn't sound like a buy. It's a buy. It's alright because it can't be played with without a heavy creature package. So yeah, you have to build around it, which is kind of healthy. Yeah. FAMS doesn't run Faithless. Be crazy if it did. It would be crazy. So, Zach, if you're still in here, I think what the problem is, like, Raze is cool, and I like the Blizzard Herder a lot, but like, I feel like Ponza mainly works because stop being cowards and unban faithless looting. It's not banned in Pauper. I mean, Hogak's gone now, right? So why not play faithless looting in modern? Yeah, I figured you meant modern. As a longtime Dredge player, I'd like to see faithless looting come back, like big time. Make Hollow One discard dumb great again. Hollow One's such a fun card. Faithful looting? What? Bro, Modern Turbo Hollow 1 was so fun. Right? The where you play the goblin where it's like you just gamble 3 cards and hope that you don't hit the hollow ones. Raise experiments a couple months ago. I do not. You just pray the gods turn 1 and turn and 2 and GG exactly. All one was great, like when Lost Lantern in the finals of Pro Tour. I don't remember that. It's on a cap. What? What's MHODDGA mean? You ever check the win rate percentage of burn against FAMs online? Is it pretty good? Or is it pretty bad? Because it feels like it'd be pretty bad. Alright, I'm just gonna scoop to that. Alright. In the festivities, Red Elemental comes in. Alright. Crack goes out. Raise goes out. The dude that gained power from each card discarded and has menace was dirty too. Discarded. Menace. I can't remember what that one was. Make Hollow One discard dump great again. Okay, I got it. Yeah, bro, we did a crack raise mono red set. Oh yeah, no, I remember that. I don't remember the Gruul bounce though. But I do remember the mono red crack deck. Part of Hijack Hijinks. Okay, I'll keep this. A little hesitantly, but I'll keep it. Flame Blade Adept. Oh, gotcha. So, obviously love that Dread Return got downshifted. Yeah, I got to play with it a little bit Sunday night. It was pretty sweet. We only ended up 2-3 in the league, but it was cool to Dread Return. The Lotlith Giant. That was pretty cool. Part of me is half tempted to kill this fairy miscreant. We should play Simian Spirit Guide when we play Crack. That'd be hilarious. Exile Guide into Crack. Made a 2-mana top end Gruul Ponza with Gruul Artifact and Kavu, if I recall. I don't remember that. Say 2 for 1, but the end game's pretty quick. It could be fun to try, you're right. I don't have Simian Spirit Guide, though. I'd have to get them. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure Simian Spirit Guide is legal in the format. Sure. All right. Is this Spell Pierce? Sending you DM with a list from back then? Alright, I'll have to check it out in a little bit. We don't have a way to kill this ninja, though, do we? Unless we get one of our critters. Legal just checked. Nice. They'd quit playing lands, that'd be really cute. As long as this isn't a hard counter spell. This is Spell Stutter Sprite. We have the cast into fire. Damn it. Spirit Guide is legal. There is a Cascade Exhume deck that plays it. That's cool. So, yeah, I think the problem with this is, like, to be honest, I think you would enjoy that deck. I probably would. Honestly. I like Graveyard Strats a lot. And I have enough Fae for Stutter. I guess you're right. They just have the blue card instead. Where's our red card that does the thing the blue card does? I'm not playing very well. And I'm fully aware of that. Alright, I'm just going to scoop. Let me try regular Ponza. I want to see... Let's try regular Ponza, and let's see... I wish you could just change your deck on that page. I want to see what makes this regular Ponza... I've never played Ponza, so I want to see what makes this regular Ponza deck hum, drum, and run, and figure out why ours is, like, off so much. Our land destruction doesn't do much when they have a ninja, true. So let's play the meta Ponza list, and then we'll like see what's going on with our version of Ponza. I have a feeling it's just like, I think the reason why Ponza works, and this I may be wrong, but the reason why I feel like that is because you can use cards like Utopia Sprawl and Arbor Elf to ramp into it. Then you deny your opponent, and then you just top end out, right? It runs because it denies your opponent resources while ramping your own resources. In the sack version you're playing, you're Ponzaing yourself. Pretty much how it plays. Yep, that's what I kind of felt like. I just played against them, and they scooped the match on turn 3. Oh, yeah? Was you playing Ponza? Said economics X denial resources to the enemy while growing your own resources. Economics war strategy 101. Yeah, it's kind of the same principles as 8 rack then. That was rude. Oh, I punt it? That wasn't very nice. Now was it? I figured that would bite the dust. We have no 2-drop, do we? So they were just running main deck. Main deck, what's this called? Contaminated Aquifer? Is this like a 4-color? They're getting all their lands. The only issue with Ponza can cascade into the Elf Sprawl, which is meh. I know, I play the fucking mono green Tron and I just always roll into, you know. I'll take that. I always just roll into like the star, you know. The what's it called? What do I want to do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We could just boarding party. Yeah, chromatic star. Into the chromatic star, chromatic sphere. That's what I was thinking. Just play boarding party. Minority Visionary is not very fascinating. Wait, chromatic star is legal? That'd be a fine crack target, right? Like, I'm sure you could probably build a crack the earth deck or something, but I want to play regular Ponza and see like what the deal is. Going to attack with boarding party. I don't imagine they kill the troll here. We eventually get 3 creatures to block. Oh yeah, you attack, you win the race. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're winning the race currently. Until they cast down. And they late to dinner, I guess. Alright. Now we don't win the race. We have all the food tokens. So what do we do now? Could just play a bunch of stuff. So we have 6 mana, so we can play Visionary. Gotta get to Scred, yeah, I suppose so. Wait, hold on. Okay. I want to get rid of one of their red black sources. Can we play anything else this turn? Pass. Honestly, like if they don't kill our boarding party, I'll just kill their. I'll just chump underneath the troll. Seems aggressive. It's not a card I knew existed. That hurt. I'm not sure I block here. I feel like I should. One, two, three, four, five. Scred the troll. And they scoop. And they leave. Alright, so let's take a look at these two Ponza lists real quick before you play another game. So the idea with this deck is we are ramping ourselves into denying our opponent until we get the edge advantage, right? It's basically not even what we did last game, but that's the idea, right? This version of the deck is it's like it's trying to do that, but I feel like we need to build around I think these effects rather than like these effects. You see what I'm saying? Don't make any sense. So why can't we have Life of the Loam in this format? Just saying. Let's do this. Crack. You need more low to the ground creature since your approach will be on the low mana count. Yeah, I know. I'm going up the cracks. I'm going out the generous ends. Oh, shit. What'd I do? Boom. All right. Let's get rid of the moss. Investing Manatithe. I don't think we ditch green because I think we use cards like eccentric, eccentric farmer and harvest worm to grow our dorks up even more. Is what I think we do. Honestly. Chips were made for selling. Yeah, worm looks sweet. Yeah, the worm looks cool. I'm gonna go out Turf Wound. Turf Wound's cute, but it's too cute. And opt for more cleansing wildfires. Oh yeah, we could have Star. Gonna remove Pillage. Put in 2 more stars. for the crack the earth target. All right, let's try this. So now we're trying to like create a position where we just early out the game and close it out with our little dorks. Also works with aspirant. It does work with aspirant. So let's try this. This one on for size. See how we do. No tri-belter? We could probably put in tri-belter. I want to keep. Well, this crack the earth isn't very exciting anymore. Actually, you know what? Now that I remember, this was like kind of the exact problem we had with Crack the Earth the last time we played it. Was people who just make a blood token they could get rid of. I also posted the cascading Zoom deck in Discord. If you look at after stream, yeah, I'll take a look at after stream. If I can't get to it like before I go to work, I'll check it out on break at work. Yeah, so Crack the Earth is just on turn 2 completely worthless now. Oh, Crack is very bad in this matchup. That was the problem we had last time we were in Crack the Earth, was it was just bad in like almost all the matchups. That was like the hard part with Crack the Earth, was it was just bad in a lot of matchups. This is like a turn 1 on the play, you know what I mean? Kind of play. I mean, you just think their turn 1 was Volder and Epicure, right? They have 3 permanents now they can sacrifice, 2 of which aren't very relevant. So that's the problem with Crack the Earth. It needs to say sacrifice a land, not a permanent. Okay. Let's do one more. I will say Zach sent me 2 lists, and I picked this one because this is the one they sent first. They don't want the smoke. Yeah, no kidding. I do think the other one seems a lot more interesting. It's like Orzhov Ephemerate, which uses a bunch of discard creatures. So that seems really cool. I'm going to keep this. This actually seems like one of our better hands we've had until they just go Volder and Epicure again. Yeah, I should have just quit playing. Yeah, this has a 100% Rickway. I would play with you, Mick, but I'm running 12 in Death Lands, you know, for science. If you want to get one, if you want to get a match in after this match, we can do one. And just like that, Crack the Earth is now worthless. Yeah, science. Fuck yeah, science. Raise into worm. I could. It just too many tap lands for me to want to do that. All right, now next turn could be really cool. I love the pause. Got to read the card. Curious to see what they choose to sacrifice here. They chose a land. All right, let's see what happens now. Limbos. So we're gonna play Harvest Worm. Pick up the Snow-Covered Forest, play the Snow-Covered Forest, and pass. Or we could just Spirit Guide, blow up another land. Huh. Why do they make the worm a 3/3? I know, right? It's already got a pretty unique, like, enter the battlefield cost. So we can Stone Raise and Raz them next turn, which is what I'm going to do. Be nice if we top deck a land, but is what it is. Rude. Westville Bridge is annoying. Goblin Blast Runner is cool, though. I'm just going to change my plan around a little bit. Raise reprint with Exile instead of Destroy, right? Our Apothetical 3/3 just died. It did. It's one of our main win cons of the deck. T Pascal, so not just be a 3/3. Come on, no land. Lightning Bolt. SSG is a win con. It is, technically. Quit playing lands. I'm trying to take you off of that whole strategy. Our problem is we have no way to kill creatures that are on the board, right? Mid-deck Ascent and DM was a synth crack deck. Alright, I'll have to check it out later. I don't have Discord pulled up. David, did you want next game? No big deal, ain't all that. Yeah, I'll check it out later. Sure, unless anybody else wants to. Well, if I play you, it'll probably be the last game for today. Give you a little bit of the razzle dazzle. I don't think it matters that much. Like what I hit with that. Pick back up our herder here. Although this might be a long game. Just saying. Gets a Rustfell Bridge. So they're going to be good on land for the rest of the game. Little do they know is that I can't win. I can't get through Dawnbringer Cleric or Core Skyfisher, really. More Core Skyfisher. I'll at least eat this token. And now we're out of gas. If I were them, I'd just start popping these experimental synthesizers. Alright, I'll just go to scoop to that. I'm not going to sit here forever. You know what I mean? Just to inevitably get nowhere. Inevitably get nowhere. Yeah. Crack can go away. I think Crack's a bad card. In our defense, if they would have printed the toughness on the worm correctly. I know, right? If it would have been a 3-3, they had no chance to win. Alright. Keep this one. Bottom. Bottom. Bottom, bottom. Let's do it that way. Go indestructible land. Ha 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 ha. We got him. Take that. Oh, my bad. Hit the microphone. Got him. Mounton. Play the farmer. Body yaddy yaddy. Oh no, one of our other deglammers. That's not good. You know what I think the real problem with this deck is I'm not a brewer. So why am I making corrections to this deck? I think that's what the real problem here is. Is it the player? It's always the player. I have this charming personality, so I bamboozled you all into thinking like I'm a halfway decent player. It's been my plan this whole time. And I should play it so you can blame me. No, I think the deck has some real problems. It's cute, but it might just be a little too cute. Like Raise is a really good card, but it's better for sideboard rather than main deck. It's probably not bad main deck, but like I just don't think you can build around it. And I feel like there's already just a better version of this deck that exists, which is just a regular Ponza. He's got an earpiece. What? Um 3 Inspector. Good card, good card. Lightning Bolt. Not my farmer. Now some main board land destruction is fun grind. He's bamboozled soul. You gotcha. And you're not getting your fucking money back. Mono black land destruction. Yeah, Darius sent me a mono black land destruction deck a long time ago. That looked really cool. I got to play it one time against Propaganda, and it was fun. I want to actually like play it at some point, but I always felt like I should play regular Ponza first, which I guess that doesn't hold true because I jumped this first because this seemed interesting playing Crack the Earth and Raise. I am brewing some garden main mono black. I'd love to see a list, Tom, at some point. Brewing, you always look to see if you're trying to do what already exists. If you can't improve the existing, you move on to something else. I think it's like in the long run what the thing is with this deck is like clearly like there's just a better version out there. And I get where Zach was coming from, and I totally admire like, oh, I want to play these cards because these cards look fun. Like I like the Akiki Blizzard Herder a lot. Like I want that card. I don't know what for, but like maybe I'll shove it into my pre-con commander deck. But like I like the card a lot. That's just rude. But like in terms of like this deck, yeah, it's just we've changed it a lot already, but I'm just gonna scoop. We can't beat this game. David, I'm gonna throw up a buddies only queue. Turbo Gagari Initiative runs Ponza Gardens type structure. True. It's probably a Rakdos sack sideboard card. Maybe. More than likely. Yeah. More than likely. That's the thing is like I think the only way Ponza works is if you ramp yourself while denying them. So cards like Utopia Sprawl and Arbor Elf are kind of like necessity cards. Where, you know, we're not playing that. We're trying to like razz them and stuff, and I don't know about that. I'm gonna keep this. Not in love with it though. That's the thing too, is instead of ramping ourselves, we're hurting ourselves with our opponent. So we don't ever get the advantage on them. You know? Probably Probably be different a situation where we had like something like Life of the Loom or like cards can be played from the graveyard or something. I just don't know we have the support in Pauper. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we probably have the support in like other Eternal formats to do something like kooky like this. I was gonna say goofy, and I almost said gooky like this. Something real gooky like this. Um. Hmm. Okay. Brave the Wilds is a cool card. We need land with sack payoff. Yeah. That's not good. I will say David deck seems interesting. Brave the Wild's a cool card. Eventually, Bull will play. Yeah, so Pauper Standard. I actually wanted to talk to you guys about that. I'm glad you brought that up because I totally spaced on wanting to bring that up. bring that up. I want to do something with Pauper Standard because it sounds really fun. So maybe at some point we need to do a. Hold on. So maybe at some point we need to do some kind of like where all of us just sit down and play and stuff. Play a bunch of Pauper Standard. My daughter hasn't napped in weeks. Ooh. I don't have children, but I've heard that's rough. Okay, he's obviously playing Kenku as well. Pauper Historic is a bit more friendly, but Standard could be fun. I think Standard seems more fun because it's a much smaller card pool. And I like that aspect a lot. It's rude. It's very rude. We do need to do it though, man. I'm dying to play it. Although she's in terrible twos, only part of me having no naps. when she does nap, I nap. I don't blame you. I get that. We're just gonna die to this thing. Probably at some point. But yeah, I want to do something with the Pauper Standard idea. There's that Kenku I was worried about. Alright. We're dead to that. Declaimers. Cast into fire. That's about it. We can go down. Let's go and do this. It's not very exciting, but it's not. Superliminal Films on Twitch/YouTube has some arena-based formats for Pauper's material. If you're interested in checking out some of the stuff, yeah, probably. I'm not a big fan of arena, but I could probably check it out at some point. Yeah, I'm gonna mulligan this. If we have one more land, I feel a lot better about our life. This is not the best. I hate everything. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I wonder if we can like organize like a tournament or something for Pauper Standard. It'd be cool. I'll figure something out. I'll look into it sometime next week. See if that isn't a possibility. You know what? Slash League, absolutely, I'm on board. Yeah, I think that would be kind of cool. Just spend like a week like doing that kind of stuff. Or something, you know? Run some kind of bracket tournament. That'd be really cool. They make websites that help run tournaments. Not my cup of tea, but it could be cool. I think what would be cool in my head that I'm envisioning is we run some kind of tournament that we get like I don't know, like 8 to 16 Pauper players. We get them, and what we do is we just run like a tournament. One of the problem is like there's no like incentive for people to play other than just to play, because like I don't have the money for like a prize pool or anything crazy like that. So can you spectate games? I can spectate, yeah. So that's what I would do, is we would set up the games, I would spectate and do commentary while people played, is what I would do, and then we just stream it. That's what I need. Yeah, I need to like just sit down like next week and look into it. Maybe I could look into it over the weekend or something. This game's pretty much over. I think what would want to do is to live record it, then post a video going over the full thing after. I don't know. Like an edited one with cuts and stuff. I don't know, maybe. You haven't seen the secret tech yet? Yeah, I don't know. I mean, what I'd probably do, I don't know. Probably just stream it all, but the combo, it's a meme. You'll see next turn. Get one with cuts and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. That's one thing I find lacking in Pauper at the moment, is a detailed tournament overview analysis, at least in English side of YouTube. Well, the thing is, like, I ain't the one. You know what I mean? Like I'm not the pro grinders. I'm not like super intricate on the game. So like I don't think I'm going to offer any kind of tournament analysis that's going to be like that insightful. You know what I mean? Um I mean Casting Commons does a pretty good like on their podcast, pretty good like weekend challenge breakdowns of like the meta and stuff, you know. I'm more here to play jank and hopefully make you guys laugh. That's what I'm more here for. And to get pissy sometimes. You know what I mean? Oh, shit. So, Embiggen is on here? Why is it not on Card Hoarder? Yeah, why are you not in Card Hoarder yet? I want Embiggen. Like, I think if we held a tournament where... Like, if we held a tournament where I did commentary, I think I'd be good at that. But to be like... Oh yeah, I'm gonna like I'm gonna like really tell you like the meta and how the the analysis of like tournament breakdown stuff. That's not what I'm gonna be good for. Most there are only a few channels that can pull that off. Most aren't invested in expert level play commentary, unfortunately. They do, but I also sometimes feel they brush over bracket overviews and show why things got where they did. The biggest channels are more casual in nature and involve more personality than education. Yeah, well, that's the thing is like I don't have like Pro Tours GP wins and shit like that. My biggest tournament wins is a game day, a win a box, and a I don't know. There was like a modern tournament where the prize pool was like a selection of different like high end foil cards. Those are like my three big. Those are like my three big accomplishments with Magic. So I'm definitely not qualified to be like, this is this and this and this and this. I just want to play y'all's jank and hopefully make you laugh in the process. Whether if that be through assault rage or genuine comedy. Is that a combination of commentary and comedy? Comedy? I'm here to entertain. That's the point I'm getting at. I'm not here to like take down tournaments. Good Online show deep dive Magic theory and expert kills don't draw much attention, which they should. You know what I mean? That's like a huge skill on its own. Like, like LSV and Reed Duke who go through like set reviews for draft and limited are really interesting. They show up to grab a deck list off the hot new thing and then leave. I don't even do that. I just find jank. Also, for Pauper Standard, remember most Mono Blue Terror is standard legal. It's true. It's true. I don't know if you check in the Discord, but Dave Royale's got the list that I think will be number one. I mean, that's what he says anyway. But yeah, so I definitely feel like I'm confident enough as a player in my like abilities to play halfway decent, and then also to like if I play a deck that I've not been... What is up with this Blood Aspirant? Start work on Blood Aspirant. Hold on. I need to make that bigger. Why does that look so weird? Okay, it's just like some kind of like weird glitch out where the sky is replaced with the red background. That's cool though. Go to a Discord dedicated to playing with jank we know and love. Right? I know, it's amazing. It helps my job out tremendously. But no, like... What was I saying? About this deck. And I feel confident enough to be like, all right, I can see play paths. I can see what this deck's trying to do, and I can like try to make tweaks with it, but also as a community try to tweak the deck to make it better. You know what I mean? Embiggen is in Goat Bots as well as the Goblin. Okay, I'll just wait for Card Hoarder. Honestly, it's like I'm not gonna play. I want Embiggen for Pauper Mono Green Pauper Infect, which I will play when I get Embiggen. But I have like, I'm not in a rush to do it because tomorrow's already Thursday. I think tomorrow I'm gonna play Pioneer, and then Friday we're gonna do Discord deck vote. So, also speaking of Biggin, did they fix Blank Goblin yet? They banned it, is what they did. Instead of fixing it, they banned it while they fix it. So, it's currently on the ban list, but it's supposedly going to be fixed and changed. But let's talk about this deck real quick. First and foremost, I do want to thank Zach Gleason for submitting this deck. You know, in the Discord, he said he's not a brewer. He just likes some of the cards in the deck and wanted to see if they'd work. Maybe as a community, we can kind of work it out a little bit better. I think the main problem with this is there's already a version doing basically the same thing much better. And that's because with Ponza, it's kind of like a war of attrition, which is like kind of one of my favorite style of decks. I'm a big fan of 8-rack. That's kind of the deal here, is like you're trying to basically kind of one for one your opponent while you outgrow them. So with 8-rack, you know, the idea is you strip away their hand, you control their board while you start to play cards that deal with their life, or that's how you gain the advantage. You play cards like the rack, that's why you go on the draw instead of on the play. You know, you're trying to keep up ahead of them and then go that route. With Ponza, it's very similar, but it's a little bit different. And the difference is you're setting up Utopia Sprawl and Arbor Elf Wild Growth. And so that way you can ramp into land denial cards, and then you keep them off of land until you play your big cards. So you get ahead on board with land, you play your big cards, and then they are going to have a really hard time catching up. That's kind of the whole point. When you play something like Crack the Earth and Raise or Raz, or however you want to say it, cards like this, the problem is, or a Kiki Blizzard Herder, which I do really like this card a lot. The problem with this is, I keep looking at my old webcam. The problem with this is that you're not outgrowing your opponent. You and your opponent are staying on the same level. And we're running low lands, and so our opponent kind of just digs himself out of it, and we don't really have good payoffs. Something like Harvest Worm is really interesting because you get to pick your lands back up that you sacrifice with Crack the Earth and Raise. I really like this Harvest Worm a lot, but the problem is like we just don't, like we were never going to get to the mana to cast Altasaur, right? So like it's just not like it kind of feels like a non-bow. So if you lower your curve, well then you run out of threats. Be different if we had a format where like Tarmogoyf or something was legal, you know what I mean? Of that kind of akin where you can play a 2-drop that's huge, but that's kind of not the case. Once again, why paper is better. But yeah, so in terms of like this, like it just feels like it doesn't really work very well on the strategy of like what Ponza is trying to do. You look at cards like Crack the Earth. I like this card a lot, but it is super weak in the meta because you just saw the one time they go turn 1 Boulder and Epicure, and now they have something they can sack that we don't have. We don't have an easy sack target like that either, other than Chromatic Star, and then we're already pushing the Crack the Earth back to turn 2. Raz or Raise or Razzle Dazzle is really good. You see it a lot in the sideboard of like mono red decks. But this is like more to disrupt lands that are trying to abuse play. So Utopia Sprawl, Tron lands, that kind of thing. So when you are raising them, you're getting rid of a key land for one of your dorky lands that you're going to just redraw. Typically also played in a deck that the mana curve is very low. So like Burn, obviously. The Blizzard Herder is really fun, but maybe more fun in something like a Commander Shell, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I do want to thank you, Zach. If I was harsh on the deck, I do apologize. I don't mean to, like, I don't mean it, I guess, in a way. I just think regular Ponza is probably just going to be the better play route. I do think his Orzhov Ephemerate deck, I wonder if he's got it on Moxfield. Is this it? No. Yes? I think this is it. I think this is his Orzhov Ephemerate. Looks much more interesting. Yeah, with Hopeless Nightmare. which much more interesting. I am way behind due to work, but can submit my Orzhov deck to Discord so we can iron out details before we go to stream it. I am no way a brewer. I'll stick to my meta play. No worries. I mean, it was like a fun little like you know, I can't think of the word, jaunt, I guess, down the street. Like I said, the Blizzard herd is really cool. This deck looks sweet. It's abusing one of my least favorite cards in the entire format, which is Ephemerate, but to use it with cards that are pretty interesting, in my opinion, and Hopeless Nightmare, which I think is going to be really cool. I'm excited about playing Hopeless Nightmare. So at some point, we're going to check that deck out. And with Wilds of Eldraine coming out next week, I do want to spend a little bit of time looking at cards from Wilds of Eldraine and decks that I'm really privy to, which is like Mono Black Control, Mono Black Burn, stuff like that. I want to take a look at next week a little bit too. But yeah, I do the cat core combo. Yeah, I do want to try that out at some point too. Moist Moose. Cannot speak today. Holy shit. But anyway, thank you again, Zach, for the deck submission. It was definitely interesting. If you want to support the channel, you can consider becoming a member. 99 cents a month or $1 a month gets you access to community Discord server where decks like this come into life, along with custom emotes and your name at the beginning and end of stream that you'll see here in a minute. If you want to support the channel for free, best way to do so is just like, subscribe, share, comment. All that stuff goes a long way in helping the channel out. If you want to catch me on Twitch, tomorrow I'll be streaming on Twitch about 8 a.m. in the morning Eastern time, going through my movie collection. I'm doing it every Thursday. I'm actually going to be ramping it up so I can get through these shelves, so I can start a series I do on my other channel called 31 for 31. There's a links to those down below. The other channel I mainly talk about movies and things like that. So if you're interested in that, you can definitely check that out as well. And yeah, all my links are in the description. So thanks everybody for hanging out. I will hopefully catch y'all tomorrow. Tomorrow we're going to play some Pioneer. I have a deck in mind. I want to play a Pioneer. I'm going to do the Pioneer Challenger deck next week because this weekend that video is releasing where I ran the Challenger deck through the Pioneer tournament, and I'm very excited about that video. I think that video turned out really good. So I'm excited for y'all to check that out, and then we'll do the deck list afterwards, if that makes any sense. So anyway, yeah, tomorrow we'll do some Pioneer. Friday we'll do Discord voted deck. So if you want to be on the up and up with voting on the Discord decks, it's there in the Discord. You can become a member. All right, bye everybody. Hope everybody has a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. See ya.